That'll do. That's how they grow frosted maxi wheats. If I throw this little ball, the cat will bring it back to me. She plays fetch. So let me sit down. There's the cat. She already knows what we're doing. And here she comes. Good girl. Oh my God. You're the best. All right, girl, let's show them that it wasn't a fluke. You ready? Here we go. That's right. You're the best cat in the whole world. These are the north doors, or the front double doors. I don't know if you remember this one. I cut up a couple of memory foam mattress pads and packed it out and insulated it. Works great. On this side, I did what we did with the south side double doors and sort of just pieced together, like puzzle pieced together, a bunch of scrap styrofoam insulation, and then sort of glued it all together with memory foam, or not memory foam, with yellow expanding foam. I think it looks pretty cool. Like weird dystopian stonework. But yeah, so the front doors, north side doors, are now both insulated. Front door is gonna go over there. Heyo. Hey guys. It's been exceptionally cold here for the last few days, and I believe it's going to continue to be for at least a week or two, like sub-freezing at night, and then in the 30s and 40s during the day. So cold. We are staying at about 55 to 65 degrees inside the auto shop, and inside the bus, it's like 70. So it's totally comfy inside the bus. And when I'm in the auto shop, I just wear sweatsuits. Thanks again, Dad, for all those sweatsuits. They are coming in handy. I'm actually wearing them like underwear under my overalls this morning. I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I've been up to over the snow days. So Corey told me that she needed a smaller pitchfork, sort of a weather-resistant, dedicated pitchfork that we could leave out here at the Humanure compost pit, which, look how pretty. So I built one from kind of scratch. Among my grandpa's junk, I found an old rusty pitchfork head. We sanded that smooth and sealed it with gold paint, just because I think it looks awesome, and also it's a Stardew Valley reference. I encapsulated this end, just, random. This was a short, probably for a little spade or something. It was a shorter handle than all of our other pitchforks. And I stuck a socket on the end of it, hammered it in there, epoxied it in, and then you'll see I drilled a hole through everything and actually used an epoxy pin. Just poured JB Weld epoxy all the way through the hole, taped it up and let it dry, so it's sort of easier than putting a steel pin through there and peening it. And then there's poop fork. Painted the shaft to keep it weather sealed, and then I used a piece of an old garden hose epoxied on this end, and then gave it a little epoxy cap on the end. This is all just to keep this from splitting in the drastic temperature changes out here. Keep the moisture out of it, keep it from rusting. So this is our short little poop fork. And I didn't want the tines to rest in the dirt, so if you balance it on the edge of the wood, put this little metal tab here that it just sticks behind. There we go. Ready to dig a little hole like a cat and bury our poo in the litter box. I've always thought that compost and mulch piles are so pretty after a snow. They look like little miniature mountains. I wish I still had action figures. I could make them ski down it on popsicle sticks. Did a little work on the bell post, the bell of awareness. Painted the post white, sealed it up really good, caulked all the gaps. And the bell is cast iron, so I'm gonna have to paint all of it eventually, but I went ahead and painted the bell gold and the little homemade pull chain handle, which this was a True Temper garden tool handle, and then just thought it would be cooler than just like a rope hanging there. And then I didn't have any washers. I needed washers. I'm a constant need of washers. So I used some old keys as washers, and then decided to point all the tips together just to make it somewhat decorative. I'm gonna have to paint all of this, all the cast iron, but I'm gonna wait until I have a cooler color, something that might contrast with the gold really cool. I'm not sure what yet. I'm also repainting the old mailbox, and I'm gonna use this mailbox forever, for all of time. This is also a 4th generation mailbox. It's got my great grandpa's name, Madison Adair, up here. It's got my grandpa's name, Jack Adair, on the other side of this front part. I mean, it's just a classic old mailbox, and it weighs about 200 pounds thanks to this like 2-inch thick steel pipe that it's mounted on, which I think was like a truck or tractor axle or something. And this up here is like plate steel. It's not really thin aluminum, it's steel, and it's thick. The whole thing's gonna last forever. So I caulked in all the holes and kind of resealed everything, slapped some primer on the bottom part, and I'm just gonna repaint this whole thing, make it look pretty. I think I'm gonna have to get some sort of a plaque, because the other side has these old stickers that say Adair, and I want it to still be there, but those stickers are just crumbling. They've been crisped by the sun and the cold over many, many years. So I don't know if I want to stencil paint Adair on there or go buy some like metal letters at Lowe's that I can screw on there for a 3-dimensional effect. That would be cool. I'm putting a side quest out on the community board for anybody interested in earning some XP. bring your pickup truck and come pick up these refrigerators from my farm. No questions asked. I don't care what you do with them. I just want them to leave my property. And yeah, you get a boatload of XP, maybe a sandwich. If you got good speechcraft, you might be able to talk me up into a back scratch.